Good morning, and welcome back to episode 6 of documenting my journey from going to $0 all the way to $10,000 a month with my coaching business, The Next Percent. It's been a while since I've made a video, so let's just quickly do a 2-week recap. I've moved houses, probably been 3 weeks now. I've moved houses to Burleigh Heads, the most beautiful suburb in all of Australia, in my personal opinion. I've also, in terms of the business, completed a complete guide on how to increase your testosterone. I go through everything I did to go from 500 to almost 900 nanograms per deciliter. And on top of that, I've also made a lead magnet and a VSL page. So recently, I feel like my focus and attention has been spread 25 different ways. I've been having to do service delivery and then work backwards on actually setting up my infrastructure to onboard new clients. And then I've been fiddling around with my Notion page that I use for all of my clients. And then I've been trying to make videos, and then I want to do like this on Instagram and that on Instagram. I've been trying to get an appointment setter. I just feel like my focus has been spread so far and so thin. And on top of that, I am studying still, and I'm working a regular job. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I feel like I've been making lots of small progress in 20 different areas. But what I really want to be doing is making big progress in 1 or 2 areas at a time. So today, I really just want to go through the back end of my business and how I plan on running everything from people wanting to book a call with me to completing their health protocol. I think if I can set up systems and Notion pages and automations on my coaching app EverFit to systemize and speed up that process and make it all seamless, then it's going to be super easy for me to go from signing 1 or 2 people a month to signing 20 people a month. And if I can get this all working now, then it'll be super easy for me, like I said, to go from signing 1 or 2 clients a month to signing 20. And if I'm signing 20 clients a month, guess what? I'm making $100,000 a month from my business. So technically, I could be focusing on just getting to 10K as quickly as possible, but my back end and everything would be such a disgusting mess. I would be fiddling around and second guessing myself. So I really just want to work on creating a system or a process that ensures great results for my clients, consistent and quick results for my clients, and just makes it easier for me and for any people I decide to employ in the future. So I'm going to be screen recording. This is basically my whole back end of everything that I want to do to take people from they've just booked a call with me on Calendly, and I want to go through everything, all the steps that I want to work on over the next week to complete, to get these people to then pay me money, onboard them, get their protocols made, and then from there it's all just about managing clients. So this here is basically the whole, I guess, timeline/framework that I want to be using. I've put together just a very simple presentation on Miro. Let's start with the basics. VSL page/call booked. So however people find my service, whether that's through organic Instagram, organic YouTube, word of mouth, paid ads, which I'm going to be running soon. Eventually, however it works, they're going to get sent to my VSL page and they're going to get prompted to book a call. After they've booked that, so this is all done. The VSL page is all done. However, I would like to add testimonials to that page in the near future. Once they book a call through Calendly, they'll get sent to another 1-page website link. I'll just have a 2-minute video explaining how exactly everything that I want them to do between now and the call. And, I'm just going to copy like a few other people's 2-minute video. It's literally like 30 seconds to 2 minutes long. Just explain like, great, you've made the first step towards optimizing your health. Not many people do this. Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. Then what we're going to do is I'm also going to get my appointment setter to send them either a message on Instagram or a message on WhatsApp to basically confirm their interest and make sure they show up. So that's another thing. I've hired an appointment setter on a commission basis. They only get paid per client that shows up to call. So if someone books a call and they don't show up, my appointment setter doesn't get paid. It's their job to get that person on the call, handle any pre-call objections, and then once the call's booked, actually make sure that they show up to that call. And once they're on the call, then it's up to me and my high ticket closer, which I'm going to be hiring relatively soon, to then close that person and get them set up on the whole onboarding process. However, as you can see on screen here, I've got on call with client. Now, there's going to be a few, objections that people have when they're on the call with me. How much does it cost? I don't trust you. Have you got results from people like me before? Blah, blah, blah. So what my appointment setter can do is between the period of them booking a call and them actually taking the call with me, my appointment setter can send them testimonial videos. So I've kind of got 3 that I'm working on. This one with Cooper, I'm going to be filming relatively soon, and that'll be awesome. I've also got a 3-month-long video that I'm working on with my friend. We just got his bloods done. We've just analyzed his diet, and we're doing a bunch to help him improve his physique, optimize his testosterone, improve his sleep. So we want to document all of that. For 3 months, it's going to take 3 months to actually be out on YouTube. But I'm telling you, once this video is out on YouTube, it's going to fucking be incredible. And lastly, I've also had an idea of messaging a few influencers, whether they're Australia-wide, UK, just being like, hey, my name's Callum. I'm up and coming and I want to help men optimize their health through functional blood work. I can see that you've got 10K, 20K, 50K followers. You're an entrepreneur. I want to specifically target entrepreneurs. Have you ever had your bloods looked at before? If they say no, you're like, bro, because you're relatively high status, I want to pay for your blood work yourself. Like myself, it's going to cost me $400. And then on top of that, I want to analyze your diet for free and your blood work for free and recommend a diet plan to help you achieve your goals, build a better physique, improve your energy and focus on your business, and boost your testosterone. I also want to recommend some custom supplements specific to you and your blood work. And lastly, I want to put together a training plan to help you look good with your shirt off, right? So I want to do that ideally for a few influencers. But for now, let's just focus on doing one, getting one person to say, yeah, I mean, it's a couple hours of time that they have to give up, but I'm paying for everything myself. So I think it's a really good way of marketing. And there's a few people I have in mind that I actually want to go and approach and ask about this. So those are kind of the testimonial videos that I then want to send my potential clients before they hop on a call with me. And then once they hop on the call with me, whatever their objections are, like, oh, I don't trust you, well, here are these testimonials. We can resend them those testimonials. If they want to know a bit more about my service, like the price, I've got a PDF page explaining my 2 prices and all of the benefits they get, whether it's they work with me for 3 months or 6 months, all of the pros and cons to each of those programs. And on top of that, I do want to kind of send them my Notion document on how I've increased my testosterone. So this is something that I've been working on for fucking months, and it's finally done. And in my opinion, it's one of the best lead magnets out there. Not many people have been seeing it. That's okay. But when it gets in the hands of the right person, they're going to look at this, think, wow, this is awesome. Imagine what his paid service is going to be like. So those are all of the things that we then send off to them or give them to look at on the call. And objective of the call is to get the client to send me money, whether they do a pay in full or they do like pay by installments, whatever works. Just as long as we get about $1,000 up front, which would be enough to get the blood work going and actually make sure that they're committed. Because I don't want them to be paying me $400 and then we review their blood work, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, all right, thanks for all that. Bye-bye. Because right, I'm like, if someone's in the UK, I can't chase them down and shit. So that's kind of, I guess, the first part of all of this. Testimonial videos are going to take time, but it is something that I'm actively working on. Once the clients have sent me the money, I'm going to invite them to EverFit, which is basically the coaching program I use to communicate with all my clients and also implement their training plan, their meal plan, their supplement plan, track their weight, track everything. So we're going to invite them on the call to EverFit. And once they're on EverFit, step one they're going to have to do is watch an onboarding video where I basically explain the process we take from where we are right now to creating your protocol and setting that all up on Notion and EverFit. And then after that, it's just about support, coaching, blah, blah, blah. So I need to make that video at some point. I don't know when. After they've watched that video, we then want them to sign the contract saying that they have agreed to this service for this much money and that I'm liable to any if they take a supplement and die, which is never ever going to happen. But if they take a supplement and die or something bad happens, everything that I was providing them is just for educational advice. It's not actually for medical advice. So they should always consult with their doctors, blah, 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 just lifting me of any liability. And then on top of that, there's also a form we need them to fill out so that we can send them off to get their blood work done. And then after they've filled out those two documents, there's an onboarding form that they need to fill out. And onboarding form plus progress pic so that we can track their progress from when they start to when they finish. And then we can obviously use that as testimonials in the future. Then after they've filled out that, they get a call with me. So we basically quick 30-minute call to go through their onboarding form, any follow-up questions I have, and then we also get them set up on Cronometer, which is the app that we use to track their calories for 7 days, and we also send them off to get their bloods looked at. So then it's their job for the next 7 days to track their diet and also get their bloods taken. And then once I have all this information, the onboarding form, any follow-up questions I've had to ask, all of the Cronometer dietary information and the blood work information, I then put together a really seamless Notion document for them, explaining the results of their diet, the results of their blood work, their custom supplement plan, and their custom nutrition plan. And then we have a second call to discuss all these changes, and we come up with a compromise because some people really are set in their ways when it comes to their diet. They don't want to change much. Some people are like, Callum, I trust you. Whatever you say, I'll do it because I'll just order the food from the shops and get my meal prep lady to do all the meal prep for me. Like, it's easy. Whatever you recommend is best, I will do that. So we kind of just have this second call to discuss and finalize any things. And then lastly, once that's done, we upload everything onto EverFit. So their meal plan for the next either 3 or 6, for the next 3 months, and we take it month by month. We also then do their supplements onto EverFit, their training plan in terms of the gym, and their personalized testosterone boosting plan to help them get their testosterone from where it is now to much higher, because now that we've actually seen their blood results, we can see if their testosterone is too low and what might be contributing to that low testosterone. So then we put a plan in place to actually help them optimize their testosterone. And then once all of that's put up onto Notion and EverFit, it's all about just maintaining the client. So eventually what I will be doing is getting someone to help with the client in terms of maintaining their progress towards achieving these goals. But for now, it's just going to all be me. And then what we do, depending on the plan, it's either weekly or bi-weekly calls to discuss their nutrition. We'll get them to track their calories, which is super easy to do. And then we'll make sure that they're tracking their workouts, they're tracking their weight, we can track their sleep, and we can also have weekly questionnaires for them to fill out based on their specific problems. And then, it's just about managing any problems they have, getting them to eat the right foods consistently, make the right changes. And then at the end of the 3 months, either we say goodbye, like, Callum, thank you for your service. You've done really well. There are a few, ways that I can keep and retain clients. So firstly, I could be like, awesome, bro. How are you finding that? Yeah, great. Awesome, bro. Well, what we can do is we can either say goodbye now, or what I like to do with a lot of my clients is then retest some of the blood biomarkers that were too high and too low and make sure that we're working towards achieving optimal results for that. And then after that, we then can do a bit more of coaching, kind of on like a month by month basis. Alternatively, what we can do is say goodbye for now. And what I like to do with all of my clients is just get them to get their bloods done once a year, just to make sure that they're okay and they don't have any problems. So once a year, we can come back, have a chat together. It'll only be like an hour-long consult because you're a client of mine already. It'll cost you, I don't know, like $500, $600, $700 to get the bloods plus the analysis plus the consult. And then we send them on their way with a few supplements, dietary changes. Like they can manage that mainly on their own. Or if they want like that coaching support, then they can pay for that. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. That's basically the whole onboarding / protocol creation process that I need to work on. So what I need to do between now and hopefully the next couple weeks is set all of that up, systemize it, automate it, get Notion templates set up so that each time I sign a new client, it's super easy to just drag and drop and change a few things based on their blood biochemistry and their diet, and then make the Notion page specific to them. So that's my ramble for today. I really do want to document this. So what I will do is in next video, I will make a checklist of all of these things that I need to do to systemize the whole process. And then what I'll be doing is just documenting maybe day by day all of the things I'm doing to accomplish these goals. So once all of these are done, then episode 7 will be out, where I'll be like, all right, now the whole back end is in a state where I'm happy. Now it's time to focus more on the front end, the client acquisition, as well as still maintaining my current clients and also doing any protocols that need doing. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this little update. I will speak to you soon. Have a good day.